Is it true that every time someone's been disrespected or feels they've been harmed by somebody else, that automatically means that they have a valid case here in New York? You want to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Jerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. I'm outside in Great Neck, it's evening, and now I'm getting all bitten up by mosquitoes, so I have a few moments to share this information with you before I get really bitten up. So now the answer is no. Just because somebody has disrespected you, just because the dog is barking, just because somebody has done something wrong to you, and now you suffer some type of injury, does not mean automatically that you have a valid basis for a case. Now let me give you a perfect example. In a car accident case here in New York, if you were involved in some type of accident, now, if you suffered an injury, the question for me as an attorney is, what type of injury did you suffer? Is it what we call soft tissue injury, where you got bruised up and you don't have any long-term injury or disability? Or did you have to go to the hospital? Did you need surgery? Did you have a fracture? The answers to those questions will help me determine whether or not your injuries rise to a certain level known as meeting the serious injury threshold. Because in New York, in a car accident, we have to be able to show that you are more likely right than wrong, that somebody else was wrong in not following the rules of the road. And as a result of that, you suffered what's known as a serious injury. And there are different criteria about what meets that definition of serious injury. Now, obviously, if there's a fracture, that meets that qualification. What happens, though, in a medical malpractice case where the rules of the road are not that clear? Can you go ahead and bring a lawsuit because a doctor was not nice to you? Can you go ahead and bring a lawsuit seeking compensation because, somebody gave you the wrong medication and you didn't suffer an injury? The reality is that just because you've been dissed, just because somebody did something wrong to you, does not automatically mean that there's something wrong or that you have a valid basis for a case. You might, but then again, you might not. And that's why it's critical to fully evaluate whether or not you have a valid basis for a case. And there's a whole investigation process that goes into determining whether or not you have a valid case. Now, I will tell you that in medical malpractice cases, we are required by law to get a medical expert involved to now review all of your records to confirm, number one, that there's wrongdoing, number two, that the wrongdoing caused injury, and number three, that the injury is significant or permanent. Once we have confirmation by a medical expert that all three of those criteria are met, now I can come back to you and tell you, okay, our medical expert confirms that you have a valid basis for a case. Now we can proceed forward with your lawsuit. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into how these cases work here in the state of New York. I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter, whether it's an accident matter or medical malpractice matter or even wrongful death matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Jerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video. I'm Jerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.